everybody. So today I've just been outside for a little bit. I just had to go inside just to take a little break, give my back a rest. So I had an MRI done on my back, and my L1, L2, what the heck do you call it, your disc, my disc is completely gone. So I have really bad back pain. I'm not a sissy. I hide my pain. Mocha, get down here. I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. I always wanted to have my own property. I'm not gonna let my pain take me over. I'm not gonna be the one to sit around the house and not do anything. So I try to do what I can. I was out here for about an hour earlier, cleaning up messes like that right there. This was all trees in here. I just got done cutting down. I have right now I have the trailer over there hooked up to the Durango. I'm trying to clear up all this stuff here, get all this stuff taken down. I got a brush pile down there ready to burn for tonight if it's not windy. But I'm trying to clean up all this stuff over in here all the way up through here. I want to get all this cleaned up. There's a tree right over there. Let me zoom in here a little bit. There is a tree. God dang, where is it? Right there behind those two trees. Let me see. I put my finger in the picture and it starts focusing on that. But right there behind those two trees, there's a log laying right there. I need to get that down here and cut. And there's another one up in there. Right up there laying that way. And then I want to get this stuff here out. There's stuff here I just cut down, all this little brush and stuff in here. But then see up there, there's a lot of stuff up here I need to get cleared up. All that is small shit that's like the underbrush I want to get out, cut up. But there is a pine tree sitting right there. It's laying that way. There's a cedar tree that's on top of that. I think there might be two pine trees in there, but I want to get that pine tree cut at like probably 11-foot lengths, and I want to try and make a beam out of that. I'm going to use my my chainsaw mill and try to do some. I want to cut at least 11 feet. I want 10 footers, but I want to have a little extra so I can cut it, make it even. But yeah, I want to get this area right in here is going to get cleared up. This right in here. This is where I want to build another house cabin. So like all these small trees right in here need to go. Some of them over in here need to go. I don't want to clear out everything. So see, like this pine tree right here is going to come down. There is some nice logs in that right there, or some nice wood out of that. And then this one here that's leaning has to come down. This one's going to come down. So I don't want no pine trees around the house. I hate pine trees. Winds take them down all the time. But those two right down here, the ones that look like a V right there, those are going to come down. The ones leaning out toward the house, I think I can get it to fall that way. And the other one can fall backwards. And this one right down here is going to come down. So that my mom ever comes down, I think I might clear enough out right here where the truck is. I cleared out a path right here so I can come up here and turn around, or when I go up in the woods I can come back down and go out that way. But the whole idea is so I could come up around the house right here. There's a truck path right here. It goes over that way and goes that way and then back down. So I can come up here, come across this way. And if I make a wide enough turn right here where the dogs are, where Daisy is, I can go back down that way. If I take this one out and take that pine tree out, which I really don't want to do it right now, but it will come down, I can make this turn a lot easier. So I want to be able to come up around the house and be able to go right back down through here, like a U-turn type thing. I don't know. So I might just clear this up in here and take out that little tree right there next to the trailer, and then I can have a nice spot right there for my mom's place if she ever gets down here. I really don't want to put anything else down in the opening because I need space. I need space for we're gonna end up putting a garden, like garden beds over there next year, and I decided I'm gonna put my chickens over here up in the woods so they can peck around and all that stuff. And I could the chickens and actually the goats. So they're gonna have all this little area right here to the side of the cabin when we get that built. Yeah, I got some work to do up here. Like that tree right there, that cedar, that needs to come down. I don't want anything that's leaning, even if it's alive. I want that stuff down. But all these little trees right here in this spot need to come down. That pine tree right there has to come down. It'll come down sometime. But like all the hardwoods, I'm gonna try and keep. Even some of these trees back in here, I might even keep some of those. Anything that's leaning toward me is going to get taken out. That pine tree back there needs to get cut up and burned up. I'm gonna, like the bigger limbs and stuff, I'm going to cut them up into pieces of firewood and use that for outside fires. And then I'm going to... our property is just like right over here. You can see over here. So we got a camera right there on that tree. We always catch animals down here in that opening. And there's always a stupid dog that keeps coming around. And I've warned everybody. That dog, I think I know whose it is. I'm not going to say anything about it other than it needs to stay on your own property. Because I would like to hunt my property, and if it's chasing off deer so I can't hunt deer, well then there's not going to be a doggy. So I think our property, I got to check again since I have my phone up here, but our property line should be like right in here somewhere, right about where the dogs are, I think. It might be over a little bit farther. I'm really hoping this spot right here is ours. It's like a little cave in the ground. It doesn't go anywhere. It goes up underneath this tree, and that's about it. I've got this tree right here I can take down, and then this one here is all dead all the way up through, and that would be a lot of wood for me. So I think what I'm going to do is I might cut this cedar here and this little cedar here. I don't know, maybe not, because I might just have to... Mocha, get over here. I might just have to see, now right there, there's a sign right there on that tree. Right there. And it's facing that way. And it says no trespassing. So I'm thinking that's about our property line right there. I've got to go get my map out and check. So if it is, that tree right here is definitely mine. I can cut that one down. I might trim up this big tree right here. Take this limb right here out because it comes over this way. And it's got some cedar trees up here hung up in it. So I might just cut that off and then cut that up for firewood for next year. Same way with this one right here. Goes out this way. It's hung up in that cedar tree there, so I'm gonna cut that off. And maybe this other one that goes out that way, cut that one off. I can use all that wood for next year. but I trim up that stuff so it's not so bad. It looks like there used to be a tree limb right here that used to come out. That's weird. It's like a little nodule right here. I don't know if you can actually see it. It's like blended in, but this piece right here. So weird. But I don't think there's too much wood over here. There was a couple of dead trees down there that I had taken out and cut up. But right here's the thing that I want to get cleared up. So I have a trail that goes up through here, and it goes right up there around that root ball, and it takes a sharp right and goes up in the woods. I want to get this right here cleared up though. So this is a bunch of pine right here. There's a cedar tree right there that I had to cut off, and then this is all a whole pine tree here. There's a bunch of little pines up in here. I don't want to go cutting a whole bunch of shit down, but pine trees suck.
I'm gonna head back down.
Alright. So yeah, I am going to be doing some cleanup. That's why.
One thing.
What?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe if you like watching this stuff. I mean,
Or if you don't.
I watch people on YouTube all the time just doing their thing, and that's all we're doing is documenting the same thing as what they do. It's anything, our everyday life. I mean,
Yeah.
our family likes to know what we're doing, and other people might. That shed down there, I need to take that apart because that one pine tree down there is going to end up going that way. I've been trying to get that cleaned up down there too and put stuff away, but I have the trailer sitting here for now.
And don't forget the dead end
I just
truck.
cut down some little trees in here, which I got to cut up all these logs here for next year. That's all next year stuff, and there's a couple down there. But there's a lot of brush, treetops and stuff that I cut off. I need to put on the trailer and take it down there to burn. Hopefully I can get all that shit burned up tonight. There's a lot of stuff over here yet, but I was working on doing this up in here today. But I needed an easier way to bring the trailer up because I have a lawn tractor with a trailer on it, which sits right there. And come on, make me fall, dog. So right there's the trailer. It is not very big. I mean, I use it to put wood in it when I got it cut and stuff. Which I'll probably do that for up there, and the other log up in there. And I think there's some stuff up in here too that I can get cut up for firewood. But for doing this brush, I can't put the brush on that thing. It's just not worth it. So the biggest thing for me was trying to make a path here to go back down that way. I can take the wood down, unload it down there next to the brush pile, and then I can go down in front of the house and come back up and around, just keep doing a circle. So I might even, I was gonna say I might try to come up through here, but there's a big ass rock right there. I just put it on Facebook for sale. It's probably about 11 foot by 8 feet, something like that. We measured earlier, and it's flat. It's probably about 6 inches to 8 inches thick. It would make a nice, I don't know, something for a pool or something for I don't know, anything. It's just a nice flat rock. And then there's another one over there that a cedar tree actually grew underneath and came out the other side and grew a tree, but it lifted it up off the ground. So that's why I thought, I mean, somebody might want to buy it. I don't even care if I sell it. If somebody wants to trade me, like if somebody wants to come up and get it, I'll trade them for $150 worth of driveway stone. But if anybody's watching this around the area, and around the Monticello area, if you're interested, comment, let me know. You have to bring a skid steer or some kind of loader to load it up in a trailer. That won't help do anything because I can't lift it, of course. It can help guide you, but It's a nice rock. But I got this damn brush pile here. I'm gonna start clearing this up sometime this week too. But there's a lot of leaves in that, and I hate burning leaves because a lot of embers go straight up in the air. And right now we can't burn until after 6 o'clock if you live near woods. But if you live like over there in the field, and you can get 150, you have to be 100 feet from the woods. You can burn any time of the day, but you still have to keep an eye on your fire. But we can't do that, so we have to wait until after 6, because that's when they say the wind dies down. You have less tendency to catch anything on fire. Plus, I have a hose that I run from our water down to the pit. But when you're burning leaves burn and they go straight up in the air as embers. So I try to keep an eye on where they're going. Most of the time when I burn, there's no wind, and they go straight up, and then they fall back down before they hit the ground. They're all the way out. So
check your phone.
all right. So I am going to. I don't know if you guys want to sit and watch me, but I will end this video and I will start another one. I'll put up the camera and you guys can watch me like clear this stuff up if you want to. I might just go live instead of making a video. So, all right, please like and subscribe if you're watching, and I'm gonna try and start making a lot more videos. I need to make a compost pile so I can get a video of that. Maybe I can get a video of, I've got to go down and get water sometime today yet too, hopefully. Maybe today, might be tomorrow. But I'll make a video of how I get water. I mean, it's not anything interesting, I guess. We go down to a spigot and get water. But I would like to try and dig a well. I'd like to try to dig a well right down here. There's a big rock right there, and then there's like a big divot in the ground. I don't know. I don't think it's ever been dug before, because there's cedar trees and stuff. There's trees growing right there. So I don't know what that depression was. I don't know if it's just how the ground is, or if there was actually a spring there at one time. So I don't know. There's always weeds there growing. It has to be wet somehow. But that's on my agenda for some time. So I'm going to try and get all this stuff here cleared up right here in this area. And then this stuff up here will be next. But I want to try and get this stuff down so I can try to get this shit burned up tonight. And then I'll worry about the stuff up here and back of me tomorrow night or something. But once I got to get this stuff done, and then I got to cut up all this wood, and then I want to the stuff for next year. I think I am going to stack down on the side of the house, or actually I might stack it right here, right between these two trees, right there. And then I don't have to worry about it. I can just stack it there and wait for next year. And I'll take some of these cedar logs that I have here, these little things, and I'll lay them on the ground so the wood's up off the ground that won't rot. And then I can worry about starting cutting some of this shit down, clear this up. I need to, like I said, I got a log there and a log up there. There's a lot of ash trees up here that bugs got to and killed them. So I got a bunch here. Now our property, I don't know if you can see, but like if you look up through here, you see the sky way up in here. Focus up in there in a little bit. You can see all the way up in there. Right there is a little bit of sky that you can see. Our property's up in there somewhere. So like our property goes gently upwards, and then when you get up here so far, I have a tree stand that I had made. And right past that tree stand, it goes up at an angle pretty good, probably about 20 feet in elevation, and then it goes back kind of flat, but uphill a little bit. When you get to the very top, it flattens out, and then it starts going back down to the other side. Ours goes probably 30 yards past the very top. Oh no, probably about 50 yards past the top, and then it comes to a barbed wire fence, and that's our property line. So I get to hunt. I usually try to hunt from there's this pine tree that's fallen over, and then there's another one right behind it. Then I hunt between that one and all the way to the top of the property. And if you look over here, right there, that's the other guy's property that's next to us, John. That's his camper, and his house is up in here. You can see a little blue up there. That's about where his place is. So I try not to hunt up in here. I try to go all the way to the top of the property so I'm away from people. There's nobody on lot 2, and Kyle has number 1 over here, and during the week he's not home, so I know he's not there. So if I would shoot anything, I could shoot that way. And I know there's people over on the other side of him. I'm not sure exactly where their place is, but I know where everybody has a place, so I can shoot straight up. So if I hunt out of my tree stand, I can shoot straight up. But I haven't seen any deer down here. So when we went to Pennsylvania, I think it was June or July, August. I don't know when it was. I forget. I think it was around August. When we came back, our neighbor was telling us that we had deer in our yard. We had fawn. We came back, we seen a fawn right down here where the water toad is, that it was eaten. So I knew there was deer here, but when we came back, they get scared off. We haven't seen a deer down here in a while. That's why we do have the trail cam there. The security camera, actually. It's not a trail cam. It's actually captures everything live. So if there's anything up here, it motion detects and sends us a notification. We can actually look up and see what's out here as it's here. We've caught all sorts of stuff, skunks and possums. We had a raccoon, we had a bobcat, we had God, I can't think of what that one thing is. It's something cat. It's not a cat, but it's called something cat. I can't think of what the hell it is. Not a meerkat either. But it's kind of like a Wolverine type thing. That's what it looks like to me. And Daisy just loves coming out here and chewing on everything. At least she's chewing on that stuff, not stuff inside. But yeah, I've got some stuff to get cleaned up here yet. And that cedar log that sits right there is going to be part of my my shop. I want to put my shop right there where that shed is. I don't know yet. I mean, my main thing is I would like to start building another cabin up here. And I don't really want this view obstructed, so if we build something up here, that will probably come down, and I'll use a lot of that stuff for building. I might even use some of that stuff to use on my shed, garage, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be kind of like a 2-story barn type thing. It's not gonna, I don't know if it's going to be 2-story. I just want a high roof to it so I can work on vehicles and have enough room to lift stuff, or I can put a beam across and pull motors if I have to. Yeah, so I was thinking about putting it here, but if I can get that torn apart next year sometime, once I have the cabin built, I can put it over there, and then I can put cement down. I don't know yet. I might just put it here. I don't care. It would actually block the view of anybody being able to see us, so that'd be cool. Eventually, that driveway is not going to be used. I'm going to put stuff across there so no one can use it, and let the stuff grow back up in there. And we're going to use the driveway that comes up on that side. That's why I kind of have this over in here coming up around this way, because once we have something built up here, I want to be able to, drive up in here and park. So this tree right here is definitely going to come out. This one here is definitely going to come out. I don't think I have to take these two out. I really hope I don't, because I need trees to stay. This one's definitely going to come out. So that'll make it a little bit wider here. But as long as I can come through here and go back down that way, that one will definitely come out. I think if that one comes out and that one comes out, this one here, I can come through, straight through here and go back down that way. Which I'll probably end up making a parking area or something over in here. And just another note, Karen was having chest pains, so she went to the doctor's yesterday, Saturday, and they did an x-ray and they said that she has an enlarged heart, which could be hypertension. She doesn't take any medications for anything. They stopped her on all of her medications before we even came down here from PA. But she needs to get put back on hypertension medicine. And they said they found a small occupancy. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or whatever, but it's like a small white spot on the image. She has to get that looked at, see what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. It's not anything to do with the heart is bad enough, but hopefully it's just the hypertension she can get taken care of. I know she before we even moved down here, she was told she had what the heck is it called? I don't know. I can't remember what it's called, but they told her that she had to stop smoking or it could burst and she could have a heart attack. So she stopped smoking, which is great. I love it. I wish I could stop chewing. But she's gonna go to the doctors and she has to see a cardiologist. They'll probably be calling within a week, and told her to call the doctor on Monday and tell her what's going on and see who she has to see about the thing in her lung that they seen. Get that taken care of now. See what the hell it is, because if it's anything we don't want to hear, it's better to know about it now and get it taken care of as soon as possible. All we want to do is just live down here, be happy, live out the rest of our life, take care of Skylar down there. I want to try and build something here for her so she has it. But I'm trying to keep that, and I don't want to think about anything bad. Tried telling Karen too, I'm not trying to be insensitive. I don't want to think about anything like that. We need to think about seeing the doctor and stuff first and figure out what's going on. And then we'll figure out what's going on, yes. But that's it for this one. I'll set up here in a little bit and you guys can watch me clean up stuff, I guess. Alright? Please like and subscribe.